welcome back to Cyberspace Investigations. Mario is gone! That's right, Nintendo's threat on killing all the Mario 35th anniversary games did come true, sadly, today. And, it is baffling but not surprising. And that is the worst statement you could give to something negative with Nintendo, as Nintendo, at least to me, is known for making these really weird, dumb decisions, but we all know why they did this. Supply and demand. If there's a huge demand for games like Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and you release a collection with all those games in them, but only for a limited time, everybody's gonna get them. And this is not something Nintendo's only done once. This is something they have done plenty of times, specifically with the Amiibos. In 2014, the first wave Amiibos, there was an artificial shortage that Nintendo created around that time to make the sales go up way farther than they would have otherwise. Now, with going back even farther to, say, 1986-87, they had shortages of Zelda 2 and Mario 2 that made those games excruciatingly rare, at least from what I've seen in news reports. I don't know if that's, like, sensationalized or true or not, but it is concerning because Nintendo keeps doing this, and it is clear that people are getting tired of it. There's been multiple protests to the whole killing all the Mario 35th games, including Mario 35, which is the one they put the most effort into, is basically Tetris 99, but with Mario 1. And I don't know why you would kill something like that, because it had so much potential, and they just got rid of it to the point where, why'd you even make it? It's almost like for games that make special events and make whole levels for those special events with all new mechanics and stuff, and then don't keep them in the game. Like, what's even the point at that time for even making all this stuff? But either way, those Mario games are gone. Mario 35, probably the limited edition Super Mario Game & Watch thing. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, I think, is sticking around because it's like a toy and not totally related. I think the release dates just lined up more with that in and of itself. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is gone after today. It's just, why? Why do we need to do this? And what even worries me more is that Nintendo has already started labeling 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy as separate from 3D All-Stars, which you know what that means. They're probably gonna sell them separately from now on, which, knowing Nintendo, I bet each game is gonna be $25 instead of, if you divided it equally, it'd be 20, or maybe a little less if you count like the OSTs included as $5, but they're not even worth $5. More like 2, honestly. That whole collection itself was really lazy, but then now having to make it go away and then releasing the games separately is just really scummy, and not many companies do this. Nintendo is the only one that has done this on such a large scale with one of their biggest games, and this isn't even like a copyright issue that you would delist it like with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World back in 2013 on 7th gen consoles. This is a game that Nintendo fully owns all the rights to, owns everything they made, and they're just purposely pulling them off because of greed. It's just straight greed, and of course it's a game company, but you just don't want to see stuff like this happen, you know? It's so disappointing when you think we're done with all of these new scummy tactics being introduced, and then yet again here's Nintendo jumping on the trends, just like with scummy mobile games, and these aren't even the only limited time releases they're doing. The first localization of the original NES Fire Emblem is also not sticking around. It's gonna be gone soon too. I don't remember if it was March 31st or not, but it was in that time range of like, it's gonna be gone. But why? Why would you make this seasonal content when you could just have it be there and get more sales. Like, you were gonna get an insane amount of sales for Mario 3D All-Stars in the first place. Now making it separate created false supply and demand. Supply and demand when there didn't need to be. They could have just released these separately, had the same effect. But now if they release them separately, that's gonna backfire because nobody's gonna get them. And so why would you even release 3D All-Stars if not to just create this false supply and demand in the first place, to then just go into this 3 games separate state? Why would you release the collection first instead of later at a slightly lower price? That would have made more sense from a business standpoint, except for Nintendo, where they are allowed by their consumers and die-hard, bloodthirsty for any kind of content fans to overprice and almost, it's this close to being a scam at this point, right? And be a scam and just scam all of their players for 3 fairly old games. I mean, Mario Galaxy itself is, what, 12, 13, 14 years old now? Mario Sunshine is older. Mario 64 is ancient. And let me just tell you, Mario 64 is not that great compared to the other 2. It works and it's fine, but it is not worth the $20 that Sunshine or especially Galaxy would be worth. But of course, because it's Nintendo, they just do all this stuff and well, that's all I've got for this topic. So, see you guys next week for another great program, and hopefully no horrible Nintendo news next time. See ya.